Okay, Falcons, we're going to do one of each of the 5 types of questions on homework 18 just to get you started. I'll show you the 5 types, and then hopefully you can do the rest on your own and turn it in for credit. All right, first one says, find the area of each circle, and we know the radius is 4 kilometers. So if you draw a circle, and we have a radius of 4, that's what it would look like. We want the area. We just need to know the formula. Area is pi r squared. So we simply plug in 4 for the radius. When I do that, I get pi 4 squared. 4 squared is 16, so the area equals 16 pi. That would be our final answer. So if you know the radius, just plug it into pi r squared, square it, boom, you have your answer. A little bit trickier sometimes when instead they give you the diameter. So if I look at question 7, it says the diameter is 4 kilometers. So in this case, the diameter is 4 kilometers. That's from one edge to the other, but it has to go through the center. The formula, however, is still area equals pi r squared. So if the diameter is 4, we need to understand that there's 2 radiuses that make up the diameter, this radius right here and this radius right here. So if I divided 4 by 2, I would get 2. And so that's the new radius. So even though the diameter is 4, the radius is 2. And now I can do it just like the question I did in question 1. So area equals pi, in this case the radius is 2, so 2 squared. We all know that 2 squared is 4, so we come up with area is 4 pi. All right, so there's number 7. So far if you know the radius, we can find the area. If we know the diameter, we can find the area. Let's take a look at another question. Okay, number 13 says find the circumference of each circle. So we know the radius is 3, and what we need to be able to do is find the circumference. The circumference is the distance around the circle. Like if I was to run around the circle, how far would I have gone if the radius is 3 miles? Well, we need to know the formula for circumference. So circumference equals 2 pi r. They told us the radius is 3, so we just substituted in. Circumference equals 2 pi times 3, so therefore the circumference equals 6 pi. All right, that would be our final answer. And these questions are ones you've probably done in the past, but we're just getting started on circles. We're going to do a whole lot more. All right, we'll keep going. Question 19. We still want to find the circumference of the circle, but now they've given us the diameter. So if we want to do circumference equals 2 pi r, we just have to understand that the radius is not 10, that's the diameter. The radius would actually be 5. So if I substitute that in, circumference equals 2 pi times 5. 2 times 5 is 10, so the circumference is 10 pi. And the units they gave us would be meters, so we could put meters as well. All right? That would be our answer for number 19. The next question they gave on this homework is question type 21 through 26. It says find the area of each circle, and they give us the circumference. So from the circumference, I'm going to have to find the area. And so what we just do is any type of problem, find what you know. So if we know the circumference is 12 pi meters, and we know circumference is 2 pi r, and they told us the circumference is 12 pi, couldn't I write the equation 12 pi equals 2 pi times r? All right, the reason why I can do that is we know circumference is 2 times pi times r. That's the formula for circumference. They told us this circumference is 12 pi. So they told us the circumference is 12 pi. I substituted it in. And now if I was to divide both sides by 2 pi, well, obviously the pi's cancel. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So now I have just calculated that if the circumference is 12 pi, the radius has to be 6. That's helpful because now that we want the area, I can write the area formula. Area equals pi r squared. And guess what? I just calculated the area, the radius at 6. So area equals pi times 6 squared. We all know 6 squared is 36. So thus the area is 36 pi. And because it's area and the unit was meters, it would not be 36 pi meters because that's a distance. Area has to be units squared, so it would be 36 pi meters squared. That would be our correct answer. All right, so hopefully that helps you guys with homework number 18. If you have questions, let me know.